But I do, because we have, like, I have two interesting ideas here. Or at least for me, right? Um, and the problem is the builds are, they feel very split. They feel very much, hang on, you build around that sword, not around spell casting. It would work well. It would likely work well with a summon either way. I don't think it would work well with summon, because if we test that really quick, so like we have the skeleton knight here, I'm pretty sure it's going to work the exact same way. Yeah, it's still, I know you can't see it, but it's reserving the mana cost. Because I thought about that as well, with this weapon loadout, with this thorn sword. So and so the other problem is this, the dual knight armor that I think would be really fun to play around with. It also requires 15 endurance. And so that would require some respecking. That's not the worst thing in the world, though, right? Because I don't necessarily need maximum spirituality to make, like, because, like, the spectrals, they're pulling me in, like, two different directions. Buff and beat deals doesn't really work with what? Puts a damper on how useful that sword is. Oh, okay, yep, we're still talking about the spectral sword. Gotcha. Yeah, because it feels like if I wanted to do the spectral sword, then I would want to go with armor that would increase my max mana. Which I don't really have on me. Like, these Battle Mage trousers has it a little bit. Actually, it would be all the Battle Mage stuff that I took off to put on some of the Spellslinger stuff. But, like, all the Royal stuff, which we just got, which I'm not going to wear because it's ugly as sin, but it costs 15 spirituality, which I'm close to, but then it doesn't put me in range to do this endurance thing. So I think, really, versatility of a battle mage build causes a drop off in outright damage, it seems. It seems possible to get some solid synergies, but that's a dedicated build. Yeah. I do, to be fair, though, I do think, I mean, it's not like we have no mana. It does look magic strong. It just, if there was a transmog system in this game, I would wear it. But I think realistically, I don't actually think that you have to work that hard for the sword to be good. Right? It's not like you necessarily have to build around it. So, like, you build out your mage kit, and then this thing just works. Right? Because as long as you're using your mana, you use it, you use all your mana, you switch over to this thing, and it will do big damage. So basically, you use your mana as you're far away, shoot all your blasts, and then as soon as you get close range, you swap over your sword. I know, I do as well. And the thing is that if I went this build, like this whole spectral sword thing, I feel like I'm moving... Oh, that's not even true. Why did I think... Oh, it's because of the stats. Yeah, I was thinking that I was moving farther away from this. And it's because of the endurance. I would be losing a lot of, yeah, see, this is where I think we agree that there's a bit of split identity here. Like like the sword and how you kind of play around with it, the spectral sword makes sense. But then once you start getting into what is your armor going to be, that's when it starts becoming, do you want your damage to be physical focused or magic focused? And I think that's the part that I'm on the edge about how to build it. Because if you wanted your magic to be good, you'd play this Royal Gown, right? You'd play all the magical crit stuff. Otherwise, I mean, this armor still seems good. I mean, it's still, well, it increases your physical damage when your health is low. I think you're right. I think, oh, sorry, my dude. I didn't even know you were in here. Oh, right. I had to get rid of some stuff. We're good.
Gone. Is she?
Hopefully this is the last thing we have to do in here.
Eternity straight into another. Oh, how I wish we'd had one more day. A proper one. Marked by the sun setting on us forever. Once, I dreaded it. The relentless passage of time. And now, all that's left is tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools, the way to dusty death.
What happens now?
Now it all ends. The lofty dream, the endless torment, and the fruits of our vanity. What we leave behind is a monument to our own foolishness. There will be no legends told of this place, for it is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. And this is for you, the reason for your visit to this cursed court. You may leave now.
Dude, I don't even know why we're here. Now we're at Sagamore. I have no idea what this skeleton is doing. Is your armor any good? Well, there's the max mana. Increases summon limit by 1. Increases magical crit chance. Magic regeneration spell power. Man, a lot of good mage gear in here. So that makes me wonder then. It makes me wonder if the other place we're going for the other relic is going to have crazy good physical gear. What else can I get rid of that's, like, heavy? I'm not getting rid of any of this armor. Like, are you crazy? Oh, good lord. Oh, dude, did you hear... Were you here? Well, I know you've been here for a while, but... Did you hear the story of this bullshit dagger that I picked up? Nobleman's boots. Okay, you can frick off. So, I went back to the keep where we had to, you know, with the big sword, you know, that we had to yank. I do in fact regret picking it up. So here's the deal. So when you picked it up, this is not what it looked like. So I actually went back to Fergus's quarters. I went back to the keep and was exploring it, seeing if there's anything more I could pick up from there. And in Fergus's quarters, there was a blade near his bed that I saw before, but its hitbox is really weird. Excalibur? No, that's not it. It's just a big sword, big Yankee sword. And so this blade was called Greed. And it said it had the same amount of damage, and it said, will instantly kill a non-boss enemy, and you'll get gold equal to, like, its level or whatever. So, like, that's pretty freaking good. I can start actually farming some mobs. Well, I used it on the ghosty boy, the ghosty archer in the keep. Apparently, he's not worth any gold. So, if I did get gold, it was very little. Immediately, it turned into this. A little bit annoying. Now, as you might have noticed from reading it, there is no escape from regret. Fair enough, but I was hopeful. Now, if you look in the bottom right corner, there's a color difference between that drop button and escape button. One of those is not active. It cannot be dropped. You want to know what's even more fucked up? This is the really fucked part. If you go back to previous saves before you pick this up, it's still in your inventory as regret. You literally cannot get rid of this. Because I tried to go back to a save before I have this. It's still in your inventory. It like rewrites itself into all your previous saves. So I'm just stuck with this. I was not happy. Jesus, what can I drop? Dude, I've never seen that happen. I did not know that was a thing that they could do. Oh, dude, frick this stuff. Yeah, get rid of the stupid cups. But regardless, that's not something I would have thought of. Oh, I know what this guy's... I summoned him. That's what happened. I summoned him, and now he is with me. And how did I know that? Because after I ran away from him, he teleported right in front of me. No, screw the devs. They made me get less money. All right. Dude, where the frick? So is this part of the quest done and I just have to walk all the way back? That's just rude. Why can't I teleport back? And at this point, I'm already like halfway. Ah, here we go. He's actually keeping up. This guy actually runs. But the other summons you can make, if they fall too far behind, they literally teleport right in front of where you're walking. It's really annoying. Which, honestly, that's like the only reason. That's the primary reason why I would not play summons in this game. Is because they made it really annoying to walk around with them. Oh, I didn't even come up here. Oh, for sure. Dude, I very much figured that Oblivion was just going to be a shit show. Because, I mean, as many fond memories I had of Skyrim, I can admit that it is a janky-ass game. For sure. So I'm not surprised at all. But yeah, after finding out more about that one, about the jankness, about freaking infinite enemy aggro, honestly, like, that is one of the bigger things that turned me off about that game. Once I figured that, once I, like, you know, kind of experienced that, of running away from a wisp halfway across the map, I was like, this is just not fun. That to me kind of was like, yeah, you kind of screwed yourself here. It's kind of just not fun at this point. Okay, let's take out the mages first.
Strength of 100 men.
Okay. And see, so here's another thing that I've noticed that I'm not a big fan of. Why the frick can they use magic when their two-handers are out, but I can't? I can in Oblivion.
Don't let your guard down. Hold your ground.
That seems a little bit unfair.
Invincible. My arm has never failed me.
Get him, Skelly boy.
You're out of your depth. I've had worse. You'll fall to my sword. Back to your hovel, coward. My arm has never failed me. I'm invincible.
Yeah, and obviously, like, my stamina is completely fricked up right now. You know, not getting any strength bonuses here. So I'm kind of just rolling with it, trying to get some two-handed XP, so I know that it kind of sucks right now. Where are the other bodies? Can't see with all this foliage! Stupid ultra settings. That's the same one that I saw before. Man, first world problems. PC Master Race problems. Literally can't see because there's too much foliage on the ground. Ooh, swordsman. It looked like that was a dual weapon thing, though. He used magic, then pull. They can cast without switching slots. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it makes sense or is fair. I actually don't even care about the fair thing. The fair thing isn't even like a problem. It's like, do you know how much better, like, do you know how easy it would then become to play this whole like spectral sword build if I didn't have to swap into spells? Make it so much, it would make it so much more accessible. If you're fighting with two weapons, increase damage by 25%. Well, it's not really something we're going to be doing, though, is it? Alright, we can drop all this beef. There we go. You hit an archer once, they switch to melee aggro strats nonstop after. They won't pull your... Yeah, yes, the enemy AI... Words. Enemy AI is definitely better. They definitely, like, archers, it does take them a little bit to actually switch over, I've noticed. So you can get pretty much up in their face before they'll switch over to melee. But if you get too far away, they'll start shooting you again. Okay, so why do I have... So I'd have to see what I have practicality and perception on. The thing that I'm a little bit concerned about, though, it's not so much this. It's more so the perks that I feel like I'm going to be spread too thin. I feel like this build is going to come together a lot better once I get like another 15, 20 levels. I'm just going to put them in here for now. I'm very likely going to be using an origin potion in the next couple days. It's really here that I feel like I'm spread pretty thin. Get that 15. I don't want to wear that armor. The armor sucks. It's so bad. Or it's good. It just looks really ugly. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. I gotta do some thinking. So let's rest up. I just want to get back to town, and then I'm gonna be calling it here. Oh God, there's something over here too. Oh wait. I think that's to get. Why is there no fast travel up here, you fuckers? Is there anything else up here? Actually, I do kind of like... Oh, wait. Okay, I know exactly where we are. I know exactly where we are. So let me explore. I'm going to explore this place real quick. See if there's anything I missed. Missed some fireball. And some sage. We'll make it back to town to get safe. Because literally, as I turned on the stream, I was out in this kind of town area. And it was nighttime. And a frickin' knight spawned on me. And of course, now they're all aggro. So I had to spend like the first couple minutes before I turned the stream on running away from a knight. But yeah, I think just like any build, I think it's pretty common sense to say that, you know, the more points you have accessible. Oh, okay. I looked out this door from the other direction before and it was locked. You know, the more points you have, the more online your build will become. You know, the more points I have, the more I'll be able to spec into other options and spread my build out a little bit. But right now, it definitely feels like I'm getting pulled in a million different directions of kind of what I want to do. Especially given that gear. Yeah, especially if you're doing like you know, like multi-aspect combat, right? I have a feeling like, for example, if you're going just straight bows, for example, and you're just, because then you don't have to worry. Bow is probably the easiest one to do, right? Because then you don't have to worry about your parry. You don't really, well, you probably have to worry about stamina a little bit. I'm assuming charging shots cost stamina. You know, but you probably have less skill trees to worry about with something like range. But whereas we're trying to run 2, you know, there's a lot of stuff. Plus, not only that, but if we do kind of the vampiric melee build, then we got to worry about max HP as well. Plus, we got to worry about stamina. Like, there's a lot of things to worry about. So I might have to do kind of a toned down version for the time being, and then work towards something in the mid to late game. Oh, jeez. Am I gonna find another fucking straw kid? Okay, no. These straw kids are fuckers. Sorry, cow. Had to be done. Alright, let's go. Actually, this is the easiest way to stash my stuff. Oh, and we can buy this house. I did figure out why this house symbol was there. Because it popped up on the map, but there's no like door to go inside. And so I was a little bit confused by it. And because some of these hitboxes aren't great, they kind of there's some functionality that gets hidden in the game because the hitboxes aren't great. So if you come up to this house, as I did, if I remember correctly, and I don't, in Skyrim, when you go to buy a house, you don't go to the door, right? There's like a sign in front of the house that like you walk up to and it says like, this is how much it costs. Because I came up to the door and I was like, there's nothing here. I can't even walk inside. But then, I caught that hitbox, which is, oh, that's right, from the Jarl. Yeah. I mean, this hitbox is for that sign, which I guess is why they made it so big, so that you would actually see it. But that to me is not, especially okay, they just literally missed the hit. They just literally put the hitbox in the wrong spot. Kind of. Because, like, I'm hovering over it. Okay, so I'm not close enough yet. There we go. Yeah, so it's like 40% of the way down it turns on. But yeah, it's 50,000 to buy that. I don't have that. But I'm hoping once we get inside that I can either set it up as a fast travel point or I can put all the alchemy, blacksmithing, cooking, and a stash. If I can put a stash in there with all that stuff, we'll be living good. Okay, so let's put all this away. This shield was also really good too. Found this earlier. Each blocked hit charges the shield after getting 10 charges, increases physical damage by 100% for 10 seconds. That was pretty good. Yeah, I think that if we were going sword and board, that would have been a huge upgrade. All right. Plus, the other really good thing about going in for the endurance build is we get a bunch more space to pick stuff up, which I like, especially if we're trying to make 50K to buy a house. Well, we didn't make it the full way like I wanted to do. Got distracted. That took way more time. That took way more time than I thought it was going to. I thought that was just going to be a side quest, and then it ended up being a whole, like, 2.5 hour shindig. But yeah, we never made it up to our destination. But we got a lot of cool gear today. I'm very happy about that. I'm definitely going to have to play around with builds a little bit to figure out exactly what I want to do. Play around with how I want to distribute my points, see what I have points into right now. Because, like, what do I need? For example, what do I need? Perception or practicality for? I think it might be this, right? No, I think it was gear that it's gear that I don't have. I'm not wearing anymore. It was this mask. This one right here. We were going to use this. Which, honestly, if we were going into I want to see the royal gown, I'll put it all on. Let's see what it looks like. The whole thing. Royal gown. What are her gloves? What are her gloves? Oh, no. It was these. Royal gloves. Royal breeches. Royal... Not butcher's greaves. Would have been these, right? Royal slippers. And I don't think she... Did she not have a cloak? I don't think she had a cloak. Alright, let's see how stupid this looks. Gonna look like the freaking Wicked Queen from Snow White. And that was set to nothing. Thanks. I hate it. I hate it. I look like some freakish clown jester mixed with Sauron. Yeah, I don't get the stats from it. Oh, I didn't put... Okay, well that's not right. Gotta put on the gloves or else it's not complete. There we go. I don't mind the gloves. The gloves are fine. It's everything else. It's everything else. Oh, and then if I start getting endurance too, I can then take off this endurance ring. And then we have a ring. Okay, yeah. I got stuff to play with. Unfortunately, though, the purple scarf might be part of it. What purple scarf? There's a purple scarf? I didn't see a scarf. This is from the king. This one's from the king. Which also looks just as derpy. Actually, that one looks a little bit better. That one does look a little bit better. I'm curious. Oh, I was going to say, I wonder what that casting speed looks like, but I can't even test it. So I don't get the bonuses. There we go. Yeah, so, let's see. So, unfortunately, I don't think... I don't think that I'm going to have a lot of time to play around with builds tomorrow is the problem. Because I got freaking work stuff. Got to actually go do some work. Go on some shoots. And it doesn't... Oh my god, there's a big freaking spirit deer. Wild. Yeah, stupid work stuff I gotta do, so I can't do my game stuff while I'm at work. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. If I got some time, I'll think about it. See what I want to do for a build. We'll come back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Little shindig. Delve some more into Act 2. I gotta, like... We gotta move. I got some I don't know how much Elden Ring I'm gonna play, actually. Dude, you know what? You know what? Hold up. This is actually good. Hang on. We're gonna hang here for a little bit. So what I'll do, don't have to do it now. Hold up. I gotta figure out how to even, where do I even go for there we go. Copy. Chaboom. There you go. Go for it. Have fun. No, honestly, it would be a help. Does not have to be now. But at some point, you know, just, you know, look around. I mean, there's not much there right now, but just make sure, like, if something is not working, or if something is clearly, like, I don't know, if something seems off, just let me know. But like I said, does not have to be now, within the next couple days, whenever you get a second. That would be helpful, just so that way I know what it looks like from someone's perspective who's not owner. Do you think the game is worth buying now? I played the demo and thought it was fun. I mean, I think you answered your own question, to be completely honest. Yeah, I mean, like, if you thought the demo was fun, I would say it's worth a play. I mean, for myself, I've been playing for 43 hours. Actually, I don't think that's updated. So let's say 45 hours. I'm in the middle of Act 2. It's a good game. I see that. So Jake, did it actually ask you, was there any kind of like the onboarding stuff that asks you like, what games do you like to play? What roles do you want to set up? Anything like that? Or did it just pop you in? Because I think it should just pop you in, if I remember correctly. Because I think I turned off the onboarding stuff. But Creative Code, yeah, if you played the demo, you thought it was fun, on board with the rules, but nothing else. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you played the demo, thought it was fun, fair enough. You know, you played the demo, thought it was fun. I never played the demo, so I don't actually know what part of the game that it has you play. But this game is really cool, especially the farther you get. Like, today specifically, we found a lot of pieces of gear that, like, really could potentially change our build. So there's a lot of fun builds you could play. I mean, I haven't literally touched ranged in this game. I think I shot a bow once or twice. But there's crazy bow builds that you could play in this. Daggers I haven't even touched. It's too bad. There's a lot of cool stuff, but I gotta call it at some point. I keep trying to cut this off, and I keep having something else come up. So yes, I will be back tomorrow evening, same time, 6:15, 6-ish, between 6 and 6:30 p.m. EST, playing some more Tainted Grail, and then I think Friday, is it Friday that Night Rain comes out? I gotta check. No, I don't. I gotta get off. I gotta tell myself I'm gonna... Alright. Everyone, have a good night. Jake, have a good night. See you later. Have a good time doing whatever you do. And, yeah. See everyone in the next one. Peace.